we do things differently than a lot of other people. That's how we're able to do what we're doing and get as far as we've gotten. I still think that the bottom line is we need to listen. As parents, anybody as parents, we need to listen.
Proud mother of Charlie. How's that?
I'm very proud of Charlie. Like I said before, she actually teaches me. She's helped me learn things as we go. I didn't realize how important all the jobs that I've had throughout my life have led me to the point where I can help Charlie, and help her find the places she needs to be, to move to her next steps.
You spoke about your all the jobs you've had. What does that say about your resume?
Years ago, I just felt like I wasn't finding the right thing. I'd work jobs and each one of them gave me something, but I never felt like it was the end game. Like I never felt fulfilled with each job. So I guess each one of them gave me a building block.
Was it at any point were you embarrassed by it, by any of those roles? Was that necessary to have go through all those roles?
Oh, I think each one of them is very important. I wouldn't say I was embarrassed. I enjoyed every job. Everything I've ever done has given me something.
You said something very powerful. Everything that you've done in the past was preparing you to the next step of helping your daughter, Charlie. When did that click?
Probably not until just within the last couple of years when I realized, managing her and making sure she's in the right place at the right time and what things are going to be an advantage to her, which things will help her. But I think about through all the, running her business. If I hadn't done the accounting work or, all of the other jobs that I've had, each one of them had an element that helps me understand, what's next and where do we need to be and how to get there for sure.
Watching Charlie lead, what do you see in her that reminds you of yourself?
I honestly think of my mom more than I think of myself when I watch Charlie because she's a leader. I believe that she was born to help others find their way. And she even said she helps me. She does. She helps me as much as I help her. We learn from each other, and it's pretty cool.
Throughout your life, you've worn different hats, different jobs, positions. If one day there was a movie made about you, what would you want the movie to be titled, and what do you want that message to convey when people walk out of the theater?
I really didn't think about making the movie about myself, but um, I guess ultimately just to know that life is a journey and you have to enjoy each step, no matter what that step is, if it's pain or if it's sadness or if it's we're human and we need to experience all feelings. And I think that once you're able to put all of those pieces together, then you do realize what your journey is.
What would you say to those critics that criticize parents for having their kids be involved in fashion shows, social media? They feel like they're being exploited by their parents. What would you say to those parents to understand from a true a mother that's experiencing that right now with Charlie?
Sure. Yeah, we do hear things like that. And normally, I'd hate to say it, but sometimes it comes out of almost a sense of jealousy at times. They think the wrong things that, I mean, there's been many situations. But for example, just assuming things is wrong, we 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 do things differently than a lot of other people. That's how we're able to do what we're doing and get as far as we've gotten. If this wasn't real, we wouldn't still be doing this. It's been 6 years. And I still think that the bottom line is we need to listen. As parents, anybody as parents, we need to listen. I believe that if anyone has talents, no matter what those talents are in, that you should try your best to make sure that those gifts are explored. Let them be kids, but let them do the things. If they're a leader, let them be a leader. You step back and let them lead for a little bit. Let them try things. Let them try everything. Some of it costs money, so you have to wait, but but let them try things.